installing Apache Airflow on Ubuntu 24.04. So instructions are all in this document here that are going to be copied into the description as well. So what you find below in the description of this video is exactly the same as in this document here. So we will first go to install Anaconda, following all these instructions here that you can just copy and paste. Then after we have installed Anaconda, we will make a virtual environment by CDing over to making a directory here, and then we will create the environment, and then we will activate the environment. Then we will take the environment path and put it into an environment variable that is needed for Airflow each time you go and open it. So you do it like this, and then we will install Airflow using pip like this, and then we will verify the installation, and then we can go through these steps that are needed first to make sure that we're in the right environment. Then we will export the environment variable, start the Airflow DB, initialize the DB, and then we will create a username and password that we only have to do once. And then these are two steps that you have to do each time when you start Airflow. The first step is here. You just copy and paste all of these into a terminal, and then you open out a second terminal, and then you copy and paste all of these things into it as well, all in one go. Then you can go into your browser and you can browse to this location using this username and password. Then you will see that Airflow is running. And if you want to stop Airflow, then you use Control-C. And so I'm going to demonstrate all of this now live in front of you to show you exactly how it all works. So to open out my browser first, I'm going to use Firefox, and when you first open Firefox, after you've initially installed everything, a fresh copy of Ubuntu, then it looks a bit like this. So you just skip through these things here, and then close that down. Then make sure we go to we get this URL here for Anaconda, and we can put that in, and we can sign in. So sign up if you don't have an account, it's free. So you just make your email and sign in here for Anaconda, and then you sign in, put your password in here, and then you can make it, save it, and then you can just click out of all of these things that pop up. Then go down here to distribution, and you may have to put in your email again here, like so, and then submit. But then you should get to this page where you can click the download, and you can see it downloading here across on this bar. So when that's done, you can see it in the folder here, this .sh file that's in your downloads. And then what we will do is we will cd to the downloads folder to get to that sh file that you just downloaded. So let's get a terminal and pin it here. Now we are going to just try that again with Shift Control V for paste. Then we will now, let's see what's next. Yes, we will use this bash command here, and then we will run the .sh file. So that's this one here with the same name. So you have to make sure that the name is the same. Just press enter. Then you'll see it comes up with all these chevrons and all this text that you just have to click enter to a lot of times, and then it will eventually get to the end here where you type in yes, and then it will carry on for a little bit more, and you type in enter again, then it will carry on a little bit more to unpack the payload. So that will carry on for a little while, and we just wait for that to finish. It shouldn't take too long. And just to let you know, we're using a fresh copy of Ubuntu, and nothing has really been installed or changed much, so you can see and try to do the same kind of thing here. So it gets to the end here, back to this, then you can type in yes here, then that finishes that. So then let's see the next step. The next step is then to, now that you have installed Conda, we're going to make an environment. So let's close that window, where we can open out a new window, and we can see, because we've installed Anaconda, it automatically opens out this base environment. So now in this base environment, what we can do is we can change directory just to make sure that we're in the correct place in documents, and then inside documents make a directory for the Airflow environment. Let's ls and just see what's there. And so inside here we're going to cd to that folder that we've just made, the Airflow-environment folder or directory. And now we can create an environment inside this folder using this, a Python environment. Then we type yes there, and then that's done. So now we can activate that environment that we've just created. And then let's print out the path that we have so that we can reuse that path for an environment variable. And that is the path, and we will have to set this each time we open out a new window or we start Airflow. Then this is the stuff that we need, and we need to export this each time we start Airflow. So let's do that, and then let's do a pip install of Apache Airflow. So copy that and paste that into there, then it goes away and it installs Airflow. Apache Airflow being installed here. So that will carry on for a little while longer, and then when it's done it'll look like that. Now let's check the version of Airflow using this here, Airflow version. Then we see that it's the same. So it comes up with that version that we want. So now let's change directory. Just make sure that we're in the right folder again. Then make sure we're activating the right environment again to just do this, and this is what we would do when we start Airflow. So I'm just going through this again and initiate the database. That's also very important. And then now we're going to create a user for the front end. So this is going to be admin, and with this password here. So just copy and paste this, change it to your password that you want, and then that has been done now. And now we open up a new window, and when we do this, this is what we do. Each time we open out Airflow, we copy and paste all of this into a new window, and even though it's multi-lined, just copy and paste it all, and then it will start running the server for Airflow. Then you have to open out a new window for the scheduler, a new terminal, copy and paste all of that, and then run that. And then having both of these things run in the background, then you have Apache Airflow running. And to see it, then you have to go into the browser like this. Let's just go to this place, location, ATT, and then log in using that password, the username and password that we created earlier. Here we go. And we can make it save this. So we don't have to type it in each time. And then here you have the graphical interface for Airflow. Then you can go into a DAG and see a graph here, an example of a graph, a DAG. Now we can turn on this DAG here by clicking this, and then we can go into it. Then we can just see the graph. We can trigger the DAG like this. We can just scroll down as well. We can trigger it here as well. And then we scroll down and look at the graph again, and you see it actually going through that workflow, filling up in green slowly, all of these steps. And this is just an example DAG that just comes out of the box with Airflow, so I didn't have to create it. It's an example, and there you see it's finished. All of the things have gone green. So then now can just go back here, and what we can do is we can turn off our DAG, and you can see that it went successfully there. And that is the user interface. So now if we want to shut down Airflow, Control-C, so press Control-C there and come into this terminal here and press Control and C, and that closes it out. So that is Airflow on Ubuntu. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it enjoyable and informative. If you're looking to deepen your knowledge, I highly recommend exploring some excellent online courses. These courses span various topics, including data, databases, SQL, Python, data engineering, AI, and cloud technologies like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. You can find these courses at 3hdevelopment.com/courses. The link is also in the description below. These resources will equip you with valuable insights and skills essential for today's data-driven landscape. Happy learning!